Harley Davidson invited me out to Milwaukee to test ride and review the 2023 CVO models. We got some time to interact with the bikes at the Harley Davidson Museum, and we took a while to get a more intimate look at the bikes and how it all came together, and how it differed from the leaks that were posted online. Look at the paint, y'all. The details in the paint, the flakes. Whiskey neat. We were all surprised at many of the new changes they introduced in the new models, from the inverted forks to the adjustable suspension outside of the bags.
Now this is something that I didn't notice before on the pictures and things like that, but I see now. It's like a swing, which is, when you open it up, you have much more saddlebag space. It's very sleek. You still have the CVO style, quote unquote, bag lights, the vertical lights in the back. One solid piece light. You still have the fairing vents over here. Integrated turn signals. One thing you notice, they don't have the bullet style turn signals anymore. It's a blast to just look at, and it's gonna be a blast to ride on. Right, y'all, so we getting ready to head out on our first ride on a 2023 CVO bike. Yes, sir. I can tell you one thing, it got some torque. The bar setup feels so good. But the fact that you can actually change the angle of the bars is pretty cool without having to take a lot of stuff loose. Yeah, I have no idea if we're gonna be able to continue this ride, because the rain looks like it's about to come down. Yeah, buddy. This thing got some get up. I'm in fourth gear and this thing feel like it's flying. Oh, they got a winner chicken dinner. It feels a difference in the suspension. Don't feel as many jarring bumps. Y'all, this bike runs so smooth, y'all. I'm talking about super smooth. Really enjoy the bike so far. Like I said, once again, one of the highlights, definitely the handlebar position, the different ride modes. I'm currently in sport mode. You have rain, road, and sport. And you can also customize your own mode with different settings, like you want more engine braking, less engine braking, more traction control, less traction control, so on and so forth. Alright, we get on the interstate. I'm gonna let this joker go. Yeah, buddy. Woo, woo. This bike really has like usable power. It's not too much to where like you don't want to put it on the street. It's not too much to where you don't even want to ride it. It's enough. It has great passing power. You really don't have to downshift to get this thing moving. I don't know how can I explain this. When I ride my bike, it feels like at times the front and back are working independently from each other. This bike feels like it's tight front and back. I go into a curve, tight, hit a bump, tight, the whole 9 yards. Can't wait till I get on another straightaway. I'm gonna open it back up. And plus I'm in sport mode right now too. It moves in normal mode as well, but when I switched it to sport mode, man. Oh yeah, this handle way better. My bike would have been bouncing like a kid high on candy. You weren't ready for that sucker punch, huh? I said you wasn't ready for that sucker punch.
Oh man, I didn't know what you was trying to do until after you went past me. Then I said, okay. Game on.
Riding the 2023 CVO felt much more different, but yet so much the same. The bikes were both lighter and more nimble, and I felt it as I rode through the back roads of Wisconsin. And it was confirmed to me that the Road Glide and the Street Glide dropped 35 and 31 pounds respectively. The suspension was top notch as I pushed it a bit in the curves and corners, and the bar position was comfortable, and the inverted forks were a huge plus. The touchscreen provided many customizable options and was extremely bright even in the sunlight. The storage for both bikes were increased, with the deep pockets on the cubby hole for the Road Glide and a pull-out tray for the Street Glide, giving much more usable space. The bike had customizable wind deflection, and the saddlebags provided more room even though they were in chopped form. The bike provided more than enough power for whatever application needed, and the torque was felt all the way through the power band. The bike is very sleek and modernized, but the most important thing is that it still feels like a Harley. It still carries the soul of previous generations wrapped in a package equipped for the future. Speed, power, and elegance. This bike has it all, and I can't wait to get my hands on one permanently. 120 years in the making, and the team at Harley Davidson has definitely delivered on all fronts. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And this is your man GQ, the leader of the Peace Army, telling you guys to be safe, be cool, and most importantly, be you, and peace out until we meet again.